play with it, no bust down. Try to take my chain, I'ma bust down. Bust down, seal up, bust down, break it down, bust down, bust down, 30, down, 50, 100, I'm down. Stay 10 toes, I'm down. 10 toes, Jenny Craig with them. Diamond dance like Chris Brown. Look at my water, don't drown. Neck whip like baptized. Church. MJ with the 4-5. Fade away. No buns, mate, what? Never like a mummy. Fade to a dummy. Got a lot of young dummies. Go roll rap with the tummy. By the apartment, I moved the in abundance. Buzz on the I split the like circumference. Then up, it's a buzz down. Got it in the old name, the buzz. We don't even.
And then there were two. Time to kick off the NBA Finals here on EA Sports. Game one just about set to go. We are at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the LA Lakers taking on the Orlando Magic. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Lakers coming in. They'll need to hold on to home court advantage. It's critical in a three-game series.
And when you're playing a three-game series, you have to come out with fire in game one. You have to set the tone right away because you can't afford any missteps.
To Davis, down low. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Augustine with it up top. Just getting going here in game one. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
LBJ. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Here's Orlando with the basketball. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Surveys the floor. To Davis. Rises for the slam.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Augustine sizing up Cousins. Another shot stays out.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
To Davis. Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. In the front court, it's Augustine. Down 2 to Gordon. Fournier gets it in the left corner. To Fournier. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
For 3, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 72%. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Fires the 3. It's no good. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Drives, but a shot won't go down. Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Augustine with the basketball. Now down 6. To Aaron Gordon. Anthony Davis. Tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Nikola Vucevic. Missed his first. That one goes.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Cousins. Screen coming. LeBron James. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Stuffs it home, and you can make a case there was contact there. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Aaron Gordon sizing up Cousins. Here comes the screen. To Fournier. Has a look. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. To James. LeBron James. 2 of 4 now. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Whoa, what a finish.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Los Angeles, they have it. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Augustine against Cousins. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. To Danny Green. Anthony Davis with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Danny Green, there's the toss. Now a steal as the Magic have it. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Pass to the rim. That pass stolen by Orlando. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Over to the right side. Baseline draw. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Augustine with it up top. His team down 9. Anthony Davis.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Vucevic to Fultz. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. To James. LeBron James. He's now 4 for 6.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Fultz with the basketball, trailing by 11. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To James. Here comes the screen. Kuzma. To Davis. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended. Fultz into the front court. 9-point margin. Mo Bamba to Fultz. Here comes the screen. Markelle Fultz. Great pass to set it up. It's a big finish.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
LeBron James. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Fultz. The pass set it all up.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Rondo into the front court. His team up by 7. To James. Tosses. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Here's Rondo with it. Leads 5. To Davis. Anthony Davis. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
Old school equals high percentage.
Fultz with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. James, deep left corner. Has a chance. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Lakers at the controls right now. To Kyle Kuzma. Goes to the left side. Probing the defense. A fundamental shot right there.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Here comes the screen. To shoot for Orlando. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Fultz into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Got a piece of it.
jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And he's going to the line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Mo Bamba at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. LeBron into the front court. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Anthony Davis swats it. Ooh, 5 now.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
The Magic with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Very little's gone right in this first quarter, but with that 3, you look at the scoreboard, they're back within 9.
And Ed, Rome was not built in one day. You can't rush the process. Just keep chipping away. Chip, chip, chip.
Long key from 3/4 court. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Fultz with the basketball. Down 12. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good, a 3-point play, and they're back within single digits, down by 9. And count the basket inside.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's Orlando's ball. Anthony Davis sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To Fultz. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Orlando. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Missed a wide open look.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Lead is 12. To Davis. Can't connect from inside. And he finishes at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Rondo with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. Deep right corner. Gets it in the left corner. Kuzma. To Davis. Can't connect from in close. To Fultz. Markelle Fultz. 3 for 6 now.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Kyle Kuzma. the basket inside.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Markelle Fultz steps through and scores.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell him with the easy lay.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay. Here comes the screen from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball. Every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Rondo into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Fultz. Jonathan Isaac up against the Spaniard. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Anthony. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Has a look. Rebound taken by the Magic. To Fultz. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. To Gasol. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And scores. Strong take.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Anthony. Gasol. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Caldwell Pope. 4-3. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Fultz into the front court. His guys trail by 13. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And and scores.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Fultz with the basketball. Down by 15. Pau Gasol. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D. Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He'll take that any day.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Tough make through traffic.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Fires the three. It's rebounded by Gordon. In the front court, it's Augustine. Trailing by 14. To Gordon. Nice finish at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Magic own the possession. Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Now a steal as the Magic have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
McGee powers it through.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Augustine with the basketball, trailing by 10. Pau Gasol with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Layup goes down. Well done. Now a whistle, and Orlando is going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Wide open look won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Backcourt violation is called. Gordon to Fournier. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Caldwell Pope. Cousins. He can't get past the defender. And the finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Isaac to Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Not easy.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Aaron Gordon against Cousins. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Lakers ball. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Augustine with it up top. Trailing by 15. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
And Cousins throwing it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Oh, big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to.
Orlando has it. To Mo Bamba. DeMarcus Cousins tips it. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lakers will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Magic were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. They've been scrapping, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Orlando Magic.
Game track.
Blocks.
The Los Angeles Lakers have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team mentally. After a lot of those blocks, you'll start to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
In the front court, it's Augustine. Down a bundle. Isaac to Vucevic. Augustine, defended by Cousins. They work it down to Gordon. Ah, the monster stuff. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
For 3, tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Driving right to the basket. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Davis, deep left corner, throws it up. He throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Gets a shot up, off the mark. Another follow, no good. LeBron with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Cousins to James. Fires the 3. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Los Angeles, they have it. That pass stolen by Orlando. Aaron Gordon in a matchup with Boogie. To Vucevic. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
To Davis. Danny Green. Finish that. To Davis. Here's a chance from long range. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
The drive, right to the basket. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Looking for his man, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Magic basketball. Fournier rising for the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Cousins. James buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Fournier. To Vucevic. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
It's good. And one.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Whoops. That won't go. Augustine with the basketball. His guys down big. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Knocked loose. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Now the Magic going to signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. LeBron James with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Gordon. Spins and scores.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Grant with the basketball. He'll run the offense. No good and no foul.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Grant with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Count the bucket for two.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Magic have it. To Gordon. And Davis there to grab the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Now a steal as the Magic have it. Vucevic. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
James to Davis. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Screen coming. Aaron Gordon, defended by Cousins. Yes, Aaron Gordon, 4 out of 7.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Danny Green to Davis. Cousins. Fournier. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Orlando ball. Fournier. And count the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Danny Green, around the perimeter. James. Beyond the arc for three. Can't connect. Can't connect. Shot was forced. Nothing going here on that drive. Davis to Danny Green. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Fournier against Cousins. To Vucevic. Anthony Davis pins it. Make that 7. Yes, Aaron Gordon. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Gasol gets it in the left corner to Anthony. Here comes the screen. Swings it to Anthony. JaVale McGee. Anthony knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Carmelo Anthony with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. 3-pointer and now a free throw on the trip. Jaren Grant matched up with Pau Gasol. To Vucevic. JaVale McGee swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year. Averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career. Wow.
To Anthony. Has a chance. He's looking for that touch.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Caldwell Pope. Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's now 5 for 6.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Terrence Ross, defended by Miller. To Mo Bamba. And he scores. Jay took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
Caldwell Pope to Gasol. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Lakers at the controls right now. To Gasol. Here comes the screen. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Grant with the basketball. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Missed that one. His coach cannot be a happy camper. Trying to cash in. Pau Gasol looking good. 4 for 5.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Has a look. And it's Caldwell Pope with the rebound. Third quarter comes to an end with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Is in for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
LBJ has it. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Anthony Davis sends it away. 8 now. Changes coming from both sides right now. Isaac. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Augustine with it up top. Down a bundle. Oh, they called the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Mo Bamba. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. 9 blocks. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And the Lakers have the rebound. To Danny Green. James. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. LeBron James snatching it out of the air. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. From long range. And it's Davis for the rebound. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Stuffs it down with authority.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
It's Orlando's ball to Aaron Gordon. Isaac. Probing the defense. Aaron Gordon sizing up Cousins. The Magic with 4 to shoot. To Gordon. And the Lakers clear. LeBron into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
To Aaron Gordon. Isaac. To Cousins. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. James. To Cousins. Has a chance. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
To Fournier. Easy pass to the rim.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
To Danny Green, around the perimeter, Cousins. Count the basket at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Fournier to Gordon. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Cousins to James. To Cousins. James. Deep left corner. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. In the front court, it's Augustine. His guys down big. A lot of contact. No whistle. To Cousins. Over to the right side. James, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Isaac to Aaron Gordon. Isaac to Fournier. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. 24-second violation. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a problem city.
Trying to cash in, gets a look, can't hit. Cousins to James. Danny Green. Down to 5 on the 24. That pass stolen by Orlando. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Los Angeles has the basketball. To Danny Green. Davis. Now a steal as the Magic have it. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Gordon. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Evan Fournier at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Numbers not good. 52% for his career. To James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Aaron Gordon sizing up Cousins. Has a look. No good. Fires the three. Man, that was a tough shot.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Fournier. Jonathan Isaac against Cousins. For three. Missed it. To James. To Danny Green. Fires the three. Won't go down. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Lakers ball. To Cousins. Danny Green. Here comes the screen. To Danny Green. Davis. To Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. Danny Green is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First try, no good. Second and 3 is good. Can't take advantage. 1 for 3 at the line. To Davis. That's no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Nice pass to set things up. Big finish at the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Active hands to stay with it. We'll get a jump. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Davis. To Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Isaac to Vucevic. DeMarcus Cousins with the block. It's been a brick wall. 10 blocks on the night.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Off the assist.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Anthony Davis rejects it. Make that 11.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The Lakers get the victory. They've won their 17th NBA title, tying them with the Celtics for the most by one franchise in NBA history. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The Lakers won this matchup with a significant margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Magic are no longer suffering through
game trap, fast break points.
The Orlando Magic seemed to have issues communicating when it came to transition defense. They gave up way too many easy baskets.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.